So, check this out, people. I got a question. Can anybody tell me what this means? Because this don't make no sense to me. So if anybody can make sense of this, I'd really appreciate it. Okay?
What's going on, my silly little motherfucker? All right, just finished. Probably saw the call, answering questions, going over a lot of things. I put videos up today, and a lot of people, I guess, misunderstood that. Like, Lou's saying AMC's not gonna run. That's not what I said. I was actually pissed because I'm starting to see a lot of the craziness in the economies, financial markets, everything starting to really accelerate and go crazy to the point of where it's like that bad karma type stuff happening. So I'm kind of upset at that because I know a lot of good people are going to suffer because of what's coming. Like, I literally know there will be more businesses going out of business, more people going into poverty and all that kind of stuff. And then I see all this and I'm like, why, motherfuckers? It didn't have to be this way, but it is. So let me talk about exactly my take on the AMC thing. Okay, they were supposed to buy a couple of million shares. Okay, they didn't do that just because there is no million shares to buy. So at the end of the day, it's not like they went like this to us. It's the reality today. Today was the day where you saw the emperor has no clothes. And like I said on the call, we give them a lot of credit. But at the end of the day, they backed themselves into a corner where they took that order, but there is nothing to help them execute that. There's no shares. Probably AMC on a daily is probably a couple 100,000 shares roaming around, probably less than that, probably like 100,000, 80,000, whatever. But something in the millions, no. So here's what I'm saying. As far as AMC going forward, today, you had the Fed come out and basically say that we're technically going to be in a recession as of the end of Q2, which is tonight. So technically speaking, we're 26 minutes into the recession. Remember the one that they said was not happening, and I was laughing. I was like, recession, we're going to breakdown. But nonetheless, here we are. That means all the new interest rates are going to hit. That means all the new capital requirements on the leveraging that these firms have, the little D's, is going to be revisited and changed, whatever, because this was out of the blue and it happened today, and that never happens. Now, you take a look at all the firms that are being liquidated, holding their clients' money, a lot of coin companies going down, Bitcoin going down, a lot of people taking hits, whatever. We're going into that like dark era. All that, in many ways, is the big powers that be kind of inducing the shift into the new economy, currency, and market. People talk about what happened about Robo Godzilla. You're seeing it. What do you think is going to be running all this, keeping track of all this new crypto, digital dollar, world? I'll get into that in a different day. They are inducing everything in the economy and markets in order to close out the AMC, GameStops, and everything else. That is happening. Whether you want to believe that or not, it is already happening. That's why it's a foregone conclusion. As far as AMC is going to run, they're going to digitally load up your bank accounts. Relax, they don't give a fuck. They've made a ton of money over the longest period of time fucking around, so they have no problem paying you motherfuckers out. You'll have it in your bank account. Just use it wisely, and then we're going into something else. My thing is, I step back, and as an American, I look at this and I go, this shit is going to devastate people. What's going to happen in the economy? So on one side, yes, AMC is going to run. Yes, you're going to get your money. Yes, they have to close out in order for them to move forward. You don't get bailouts if you still got this going on. A lot of little D's are going to get wiped out. Why? Because the big powers don't want them to be around. Guess what, little D's? You're fucked up. You're not the devil. So for people that think, oh, lose against AMC, on the contrary, AMC is actually in my rearview mirror. I already know it's going to run. I kind of know the money I'm going to sell at. So I don't worry about it. Is it going to happen soon? Shit, I really believe so. Why? Because at the end of the day, there is no money. And the Fed just guaranteed it today. We are now officially 28 minutes into the recession. Because at the end of the day, there is no money. And the Fed just guaranteed it today. We are now officially 28 minutes into the recession. Because at the end of the day, there is no money.
Now, Can anybody answer me this question? Why is it that today, all of a sudden, that AMC didn't do what Lou said it was going to do this week? All of a sudden today, he's showing pictures of a clinic that you can walk in and out of in 10 minutes in the Bronx. And he's saying that he won't be able to speak to anybody because he's got to deal with his illness issues. Bro, that's a clinic. Now, all of a sudden, he can't communicate with people. Right? All of a sudden, today, he's feeling ill. Now, all of a sudden, he's going to be gone for the weekend, and he might even, according to him, go overseas somewhere. Can any of you justify all the bullshit that he's told you? Because I've only been trading for 2 years. And if you watch my videos, about 3 months ago, I did a video saying that the stock market is due for a crash. How is it that a 2-year-old in the stock market can predict things that Lou versus Wall Street, who according to him has been doing this for what, 15, 20 years? And he didn't see this coming? And you got this little boy over here who just started and saw it coming from a mile away? Bill Huang, you guys never heard of him? 2008, all of a sudden, you guys are bringing up history in the stock market because according to you apes, right? According to you guys, you full of shit YouTubers out there, you mooners who sold this Moass bullshit to these idiots who followed you, right? And now everybody's broke, right? Lou versus Wall Street said, Judgment Day, people, get ready for Judgment Day, right? He made it sound like Judgment Day was going to be for the hedge funds who were going to suffer because AMC was going to squeeze, right? Now he's saying, oh, Judgment Day is here because the hedge funds are going down, because the stock market is going down, because the stock market crashed, and because we're in a recession. Now this is Robot Godzilla. I'm sorry, but this motherfucker seems to be speaking in parables and riddles so that he can say, oh, I told you Judgment Day would come when we who are invested in AMC lose all our money, right? And then if AMC squeezes, he will say, oh, I told you Judgment Day was coming. Are you people really not feeling a little small and a little stupid by standing by this guy who has brought you all the way down here? He brought you this far. For what? To decide to go overseas today? To decide to feel all of a sudden ill, feeling sick from his headaches? Because he sold you a bullshit, Moass. He sold you this bullshit that all of a sudden, you know the oxymoron that this fucking guy Lou versus Wall Street is? He actually has the nerve to say that these people, he goes, don't worry people, you're going to get your money. You know why? He says, because these people don't got no money. And because they don't got no money, they have to give you your money. You don't believe me? Here, I'll play it back for you. Tell me if this makes any fucking sense.
AMC is actually in my rearview mirror. I already know it's gonna run. I kind of know the money I'm gonna sell at, so I don't worry about it. Is it gonna happen soon? Shit, I really believe so. Why? Because at the end of the day, there is no money. Shit, I really believe so. Why? Because at the end of the day, there is no money.
People, if you don't see that Lou versus Wall Street fucked you over, that Rico that all of these bullshit YouTubers who have no experience in the stock market have drained you people of your allowances, your monies, and whatever investments you have in the stock market, or at least into AMC and all these bullshit meme stocks that they sold you. I thought you people were doing due diligence. If you had done due diligence, you would know not to follow YouTubers who are not financial advisors who open up with those words. They tell you they're not a financial advisor, and the first thing they do is tell you to hold to the moon, diamond hands, don't sell a stock that's tanked for almost 2 years. And now Lou versus Wall Street is taking a walk. All of a sudden he's feeling ill because he sold you the bullshit and you bought it. And you know what? I'm starting to hear this bullshit that all of a sudden the Moass is being moved to September. Yo, you guys are fucking full of shit. Not only are y'all full of shit, but y'all fucking idiots if you keep following these full of shit YouTubers like Rico, like Lou versus Wall Street, like all of these bullshit YouTubers who keep promoting AMC as if though this were the greatest stock in the whole fucking world. When in reality, everyone here who put their money into this play got duped. You got played. And now that the market is crashed, and now that we're in a recession, that's Lou versus Wall Street excuse for why you're not going to get your money. Even though he says you're going to get your money, right? He says, don't worry, people. You're going to get your money. Just be fast, right? Because they don't got no money. And because they don't got no money, they have to cover their shorts and give you your money. Bro, does that make any fucking sense, bro? Talk about parables, bro. Get your money, people.
Shit, I really believe so. Why? Because at the end of the day, there is no money. And AMC is going to run, they're going to digitally load up your bank accounts. Relax, they don't give a fuck. They've made a ton of money over the longest period of time fucking around. So they have no problem paying you motherfuckers out. You'll have it in your bank account. Because at the end of the day, there is no money.